This is no way to live, Obinna, she shouted with frustration. We are barely surviving, and you're not doing anything enough to change that. Obinna, taken back by her harsh words, tried to remain calm. I am doing everything I can, Ujunwa. Please be patient. Patient? Ujunwa shouted with her voice filled with bitterness. How much longer do you expect me to wait? And Urenna is right. In the heart of Oko, there lived two sisters, Urenna and Ukamaka, who were inseparable. They shared everything from their deepest secrets to the joys and sorrows of everyday life. The villagers often remarked that they were the two halves of the same soul, always there for each other, no matter the circumstances. Urenna, the elder by 2 years, were known for her wisdom and nurturing nature. Ukamaka, on the other hand, was lively and adventurous. Her laughter, like a melody that brightened everyone's day. Together, they were a force to be reckoned with, their bond unbreakable, and their love for each other undeniable. One fateful day, Ukamaka met a charming young man named Chika. They fell deeply in love, and their relationship boomed quickly. However, their love story took a tragic turn when Ukamaka found out she was pregnant out of wedlock. In a village where tradition and reputation held significant weight, this news was met with shock and disapproval. Even the father of the child, the unborn baby, denied the pregnancy, leaving Ukamaka to suffer the consequences alone. Despite the gossips and judgmental looks from the villagers, Urenna stood by Ukamaka's side, offering her unwavering support. The two sisters dreamed of a future where Ukamaka's child would grow up surrounded by love and happiness. But life had other plans. Soon enough, the pregnancy is due. During childbirth, complication arose. The village midwife did all she could, but Ukamaka's condition worsened. With Urenna by her side, offering words of comfort, Ukamaka gave birth to a beautiful baby girl before breathing her last breath. She pleaded and begged her sister Urenna to take care of her child and never abandon her. Urenna was devastated, but she vowed to honor Ukamaka's memory by raising her daughter as her own. The baby girl was named Ujunwa, meaning born into abundance, a tribute to the mother she would never know. Urenna poured all her love into raising Ujunwa, ensuring that she lacked nothing. The villagers marveled on how Ujunwa grew into a very kind, intelligent, and beautiful young girl, a reflection of her late mother. As the years passed, Urenna's heart swelled up with pride watching Ujunwa blossom. She guided Ujunwa with her wisdom and care, teaching her the values of kindness and respect with hard work. They lived a modest life, but their home was filled with laughter and warmth. When Ujunwa turned 20, she caught the eye of a handsome young man named Obinna. Obinna was known for his hardworking nature and gentle spirit. He and Ujunwa quickly fell in love, and soon they were married in a joyous ceremony that brought the entire village together. Urenna felt really bad as she watched Ujunwa begin her new life. She stopped her life, No man to call a husband, nor a child of her own to raise Ujunwa. She started to feel jealous and bittered. She said to herself, so, after pausing my life to raise my sister's child because of the stupid promise I made to her on her dying bed, this is how I am being paid back? Loneliness, no man, no child to call my own. It will never happen. Just as my sister destroyed my life, I will destroy her own daughter's life. Meanwhile, a few months into Ujunwa and Obinna's marriage, Obinna lost his job. The once comfortable life they knew turned into a struggle for survival. They barely had enough to eat, and the weight of their circumstances began to take its toll on their relationship. Obinna became disheartened, feeling like he has failed his wife. Obinna's lost job put the household into a struggle. Despite his best efforts, he couldn't find stable work. The once comfortable life they had known now seemed like a distant memory. Ujunwa, who had enjoyed the simple pleasures and comforts, now found herself in a constant state of frustration and despair. However, the strain began to show. Obinna, feeling the weight of his responsibility, often worked late into the night on small jobs he could find, while Ujunwa found herself resenting the humble meals and the constant worry over finances. The beautiful home that had once been filled with laughter now echoed with silence and unspoken tension. In the midst of the family problem, Urenna arrived unannounced. Her visit, initially seen as a blessing, soon revealed a more deep intention. She bought gifts and spoke with a silver tongue. Ujunwa, my dear, you deserve so much better, she whispered to her. A woman like you shouldn't live in such poverty. Urena's words stuck like a cord. She began to see her aunt as a lifeline, someone who understood her plight and offered an escape from her suffering. Thank you, Auntie, Ujunwa would say with gratitude and hope. Urena's visits became more frequent. She would pull Ujunwa aside, away from Obinna and his mother, who is actually living with them, offer the little support she can. Urenna would fill Ujunwa's head with poisonous ideas. Obinna is a failure. You are wasting your youth on a man who can't provide for you. Ujunwa, desperate and vulnerable, began to absorb Urena's words. The doubt started small, small, then grew louder, overshadowing the love and support that Obinna and his mother offered. She started to question Obinna's efforts and intentions, allowing Urena's manipulation to take root. One evening, after an extremely tiring day, Obinna returned home exhausted. He had managed to earn a little money doing odd jobs, but it was barely enough to cover for their needs. Ujunwa, her patient one teen, comforted him as soon as he stepped through the door. This is no way to live, Obinna, she shouted with frustration. We are barely surviving, and you are not doing anything enough to change that. Obinna, taken back by her harsh words, tried to remain calm. I am doing everything I can, Ujunwa. Please be patient. Patient? Ujunwa shouted with her voice filled with bitterness. How much longer do you expect me to wait? And Reina is right. I deserve better. Obinna's mother, Hearing the commotion intervened. Ujunwa, please calm down. Obinna, your husband, is trying his best. We all are. But Ujunwa, blinded by her auntie's influence, stormed out of the house, leaving Obinna and his mother shocked and surprised by her sudden change of character. Ujunwa's behavior changed drastically, and the household that once boomed with love and warmth became a place of tension. Her bad character and attitude towards Obinna and his mother grew worse daily, fueled by the venom words of her auntie Urenna. One evening, after another exhausting day of struggle, Obinna sat on the chair to rest. Ujunwa stormed out from the room, her face filled with anger. You are just sitting there doing nothing while we suffer, she snapped. Obinna looked up, with pain very evident in his eyes. Ujunwa, I am doing everything I can, everything I could find to put food on the table for us. I need you to believe in me and trust me. Everything will be all right. Ujunwa turned away, her heart hardened with each passing day. She stormed inside, slamming the door behind her. Obinna's mother, who had witnessed the exchange, placed a gentle hand on Obinna's shoulder. She is hurting, Obinna. We must be patient. Inside the room, Ujunwa called Auntie Urenna. Auntie, I can't stand this any longer. We have nothing and Obinna is useless. Urenna's voice was smooth and manipulative. My dear Ujunwa, you deserve better. I keep telling you, why waste your time on a man who is already useless? Come stay with me. You will be free from all this suffering. You see, Ujunwa, life could be so much easier without them holding you back. Obinna's failure are not your burden to bear. Ujunwa, blinded by frustration and desperation. Maybe you are right, auntie. Urenna smiled. Her plan worked perfectly. Of course, I am right, dear. Pack your things and come live with me. You deserve to live like a queen. That night, after a particular heated argument with Obinna, Ujunwa made her mind up. She packed her bags, ignoring Obinna's plea to reconsider. I can't do this anymore, she said, and she left. Obinna's heart broke as he watched her walk out of the door. Obinna's mother, very sad, begged Ujunwa, please Ujunwa, don't go. We need each other now, more than ever. She left, believing her auntie would provide everything she needed. At Urenna's house, the reality started to come in. The comfort and luxury Urenna had promised were nowhere to be found. Instead, Urenna's true nature emerged. She became cruel, demanding, and treated Ujunwa like a servant rather than a family. Her kindness quickly turned to cruelty. She started to treat Ujunwa as a burden, making her do all the household chores and offering little in return. The promised comfort and support were nowhere to be found. Instead, Urenna's house became a prison, and Ujunwa realized she had been deceived. One evening, after a particular extremely tiring day of too much chores, Ujunwa confronted her auntie Urenna. Auntie, you promised me a better life. This is worse than before. Urenna's eyes flashed with anger. You foolish girl. Do you think I will just give you everything? Your mother ruined my life, and now I am ruining yours. It is only fair. Ujuma was stunned. What do you mean? Urenna's voice filled with resentment as she revealed her long-held grudge. Your mother, Ukamaka, took everything from me. She was the golden child, and I was left with nothing. She even had the mind to leave you for me to take care of, making me unmarried at 48. Now you will suffer just as I have. You will have to leave my house though. Go and fend for yourself and see how life could be. Ujunwa's word shattered. She realized she has been deceived truly. She was shocked, her heart filled with regret. She now knew that she had messed up by leaving her husband's house. She was thrown out by Auntie Urenna, and with nowhere else to turn to, she found herself on the street doing odd jobs to survive. Every day was a struggle. She missed the warmth and love of her home, the gentle guidance of Obinna's mother, and the steadfast support of Obinna. She longed to return, but couldn't. Months passed. Ujunwa's life on the street was harsh. She did menial jobs, barely managing to survive. Her once radiant beauty started to fade because of her daily struggle. Despite the hardship, a small glimmer of hope remained in her heart, the desire to make amends for her past action. One hot afternoon, Ujunwa was carrying blocks at the construction site when she noticed a familiar face approaching. It was Obinna, now dressed in a well-tailored suit. He had been overseeing the construction of a new house. Thanks to his successful business, Ujunwa's heart beat so fast. She was torn between shame and the urge to run to him. Obinna, engrossed in his work, did not notice her at first. But as he turned to leave, their eyes met. Obinna was surprised and shocked at the same time to see Ujunwa, and also in the manner in which he saw her. Ujunwa gathered courage and she approached Obinna with her hand shaking. Obinna, I didn't expect to see you here. Ujunwa, what happened to you? As she cried, she recounted her story, her voice breaking with emotions as she spoke. I was deceived by my auntie. She made me to believe that leaving you was the only way to find happiness. But all she wanted was to hurt me and to make me suffer for something I don't even know about. Obinna listened with a heavy heart. Why didn't you come back, Ujunwa? We could have faced everything together. With Ujunwa still sobbing so badly, I was too ashamed. I treated you and your mother so badly. I didn't even think you would ever forgive me. Obinna took a deep breath. As he looked at Ujunwa with a sad face, he said to her, Ujunwa, we all make mistakes. What matters is that we learn from it and try to make things right. Moved by her genuine remorse, Obinna decided to help Ujunwa. He offered her a chance to start over, providing her with a place to stay and financial support to get her back on her feet. Ujunwa was overwhelmed by the kindness and promised to work hard and regain the trust she had lost. Back at home, Obinna recounted all the events of the day. to his mother. His mother felt so bad and told Obinna to invite Ujunwa over. Obinna's mother welcomed Ujunwa with open arms. The reunion was filled with tears of joy and relief. Obinna's mother's eyes, filled with wisdom and love, conveyed a silent message of forgiveness and hope. We are family, Ujunwa. Nothing can change that. Obinna's mother reminded her what the Bible said at First Peter chapter 4 verse 8. Above all, we love each other deeply because love covers over a multitude of sins. Let this be our study principle today and always. I heard everything your auntie did to deceive you. I forgive you, my daughter. You are welcome back home. With Obinna's help, Ujunwa started a small business selling handmade crafts. Her talent and dedication soon attracted so many customers and her business flourished. The sense of purpose and achievement she felt gave her the strength to rebuild her life. The reunion and forgiveness has strengthened the bond between Ujunwa, Obinna and his mother. Ujunwa's business was thriving and Obinna's business too flourished and provided them with a comfortable life. Years passed. Obinna and Ujunwa's home became a beacon of hope and support. They welcomed their own children, raising them with value, good morals. One evening, as the family gathered for dinner, Obinna's mother spoke to his grandchildren. Remember, she said, life will always bring challenges, but the true measure of our strength is how we respond with love and forgiveness, just as it says in the Bible. These words became the guiding principle for Obinna, Ujunwa, and their children. In the end, Urenna didn't regret her actions. She didn't bother to reach out to Ujunwa, nor ask about her well-being. But Ujunwa and Obinna's marriage flourished. Their story teaches us that no matter the hardship we face, no matter the consequences we find ourselves, love and forgiveness have the power to heal and transform lives. As the Bible verse Ephesians chapter 4 verse 32 reminds us that being kind and compassionate, forgiving one another just as God forgives us, is the true path to peace and happiness. African Folktales by Mona Family. We have learned a lot from this story. Kindly share to your friends and family. Comment on the comment section below about what you think about this story, please, till I bring another interesting and lesson-filled story your way. Bye and God bless you.